Some shifting and shuffling going on at the San Jose Police Department. New at 6, KPIX5's Len Ramirez tells us that officers are now being told to get away from the desk and start getting out on the street. Len?
That's right, Ken. The police administration building behind me will be soon a lot more empty. That's because a lot of the officers who've worked in detective bureaus and support services, places like that, will now be shifting to the street. Now, one former police chief here in San Jose is speaking out against the city policy that enabled this to happen. The San Jose Police Department's new staffing plan takes virtually every available officer out from behind a desk and puts them on the streets. This memo from Chief Larry Esquivel shows the shifting and shuffling, how officers from the gang unit, traffic enforcement unit, and field training department will join robbery, homicide, and missing persons detectives and sergeants on basic patrol duties starting next month.
To see it gutted in just 4 years like it's been gutted is just heart-wrenching.
That's former police chief Rob Davis, who served as San Jose's top cop for 7 years and spent 30 years with the department. He said there was much more backing of the police department from elected leaders during his time, when San Jose was also known as the safest big city in America. He said dismantling proactive units just to meet minimum patrol standards will only solve short-term issues.
The short-term gain, of course, is the fact that Chief Esquivel and his staff are going to be able to put people on the street to answer 911 calls. But there's a huge long-term loss in the fact that the very thing that made San Jose PD so effective, and that is their proactive activity to prevent crime from ever happening to begin with, is going to be lost.
Davis said things will only get worse under Measure B because officers can move to other departments and start making more money immediately. He doesn't blame Chief Esquivel for making the hard and unpopular choices.
Chief Esquivel is between a rock and a hard spot. He hasn't created this situation. It's a political issue. He's got a situation where he's had what now? We've had 400 officers resign in the last 4 years. They have not been replaced.
And many more officers are scheduled to retire this year. In fact, it's getting to the point where the CHP may be coming in to help patrol the streets of San Jose. Reporting live in San Jose, Len Ramirez, KPIX5.
And they tell us those cuts will take effect starting next month.